We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, it's Fields. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bilal Nichols, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down. Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play fake. Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And Book breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. his first touchdown of the new season, and the Browns add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A carry here for Hunt. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second and goal from the 1. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dearness Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on second and 10. Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fields throwing again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on them? Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run on second down with Cohen. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Third and long. It's Fields. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tariq Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Check 31. Check back to 60.
From the gun, Johnson. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
58, come on. 58, come on. Stay with your man.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's caught by Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, 30 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One play action. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to work. And just shutting him off there. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Mayfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,